Good morning to all. Hi.
Hi everyone. My name is Karan. I head product at Zopper.
So we'll take turns. Yeah. Sure. Perfect. Yeah, thanks. Growing up as a kid, Goa meant beaches, churches, water sports. Then, as a young adult, it meant bars, clubs, nightlife. But last few years, I think the definition of Goa has changed significantly. It has become a hub of startups, technology, and now such events, BFSI. I think the most serious sector of India economy and Goa, they have now become synonymous. So congrats to the organizers for choosing such a unique venue. And yeah, we are Zopper. My name is Mayank Gupta. I'm the co-founder and COO. And I have Karan with me. He's the chief product officer. Um, we have a 15-minute session. We'll not talk much of, yeah. So we'll keep the technicality away. We'll talk, in Goa language probably. So what we do is we have mostly banking, NBFCs, and insurance audience here. In very simple terms, what we do, we enable you to launch your insurance, initiative. So we partner with banks, NBFCs, and many other verticals to enable insurance platforms for your organization. A bit of a history about Zopper. We are a 12-year-old company, started in 2011. Since then, we started as an e-commerce company, but a lot of pivots, as somebody would expect in Indian startup ecosystem. Today, we are a leading insurtech in the country. We have more than 200 partners. We do a significant gross premium through our technology platform. We are venture funded. You can see the name of investors on the slide. It's a private equity invested company. ICICI Ventures, Creages, Bessemer, Tiger, and Bloom are our key investors. Based in Noida, more than 700 people. So this is a quick summary of what we do. I will focus largely on the middle section where we have banks, MFIs, and brokers. Uh, so these are some of the clients that we have, where we have enabled the insurtech journeys for them. So on one side of our platform, we have insurance companies. On the other side, we have uh, the distributors. So any large company with a large set of captive audience is a distributor. And for us, uh, that becomes a potential partner because we can enable their insurance journeys. So we work with retailers and OEMs like Chroma. There are banks like Bank of Baroda that we enable on the InsurTech platform. Equitas Small Finance Bank is another example in the small finance world. We work with a lot of housing finance companies, fintech lending companies, and so on and so forth. In microfinance sector, we work on credit life, hospi cash, PA cover sort of plans. We also enable a lot of IRDA insurance brokers like Mahindra on their InsurTech platform. And of course, on the NBFC and MSME side, as I mentioned, we have a significant list of clients. In the next few minutes, I would request Karan to talk about our bancassurance product and our thought process behind how technology can help bancassurance grow by leaps and bounds. And while we focus on bancassurance, a similar technology platform is used across different ecosystem partners, including NBFCs, microfinance institutions, housing finance institutions. So today we'll spend few minutes in understanding what is Zopper's thought process and our approach towards enabling bancassurance through technology. So Karan, over to you.
So how do we enable all these ecosystems? We have a very simple solution strategy. We have a business model research that we do. There's a key stakeholder discussion that we do, and we have a growth orientation mindset. So we are not linked with tech enablement. We are more focused on the business growing together with the bank. The current state of bancassurance right now, as we see it, there is a bank environment that is there, and all the insurance sales is happening on primarily the insurance platforms. So the bank is not aware about the lead that is getting generated, despite it being the bank customer. How do we see the future of bancassurance unfolding? As we have been deploying across different partners and different banking partners, phase one would be where a bank SP would be accessing a platform which will be powered by Zopper. The customer would be interacting with that platform. we'll be integrating with all the insurers on our platform and making the sales journey enablement for the banks. Phase 2 is where we will make the engine smarter, where we will differentiate from the selling skill from the relationship skill. The selling skill will be owned by the platform. Still, the bank employee will be operating the platform. Phase 3 is when we expect the Zopper employees basically to operate the platform within bank environment and consolidate all the insurance selling that is happening to the banks. How do we enable all of this right now? We have a platform that we have deployed across multiple clients like Bank of Baroda. We have deployed across Equitas also. This is how the platform looks like right now, divided into primarily 4 different verticals. One is the lead creation bit, then there is lead fulfillment, there is a lead servicing bit, and then there is support. This platform is right now deployed across Bank of Baroda also. The entire solutioning is focused around generating the leads and then moving them through the purchase module, which is again focused on different insurance journeys that are there. We are able to handle all different kind of products in insurance that are there across different channels, whether it is assisted, whether it is B2C, whether it is a VRM kind of journey. From a support point of view, we provide admin access to the bank to manage the entire platform. From a lead servicing point, we are able to handle all the renewals, claims, or endorsement tickets that the banks gets to face for its customers. And what we do is we do integrations with the insurers so that this entire journey is very seamless. Lead creation actually focuses on generating leads within the bank. The bank doesn't depend on the ground sales force to generate leads. We mine the existing CBS data and provide leads that get sent to the lead management system, and then it moves on to the purchase module. This entire stack that we have built over research of a lot of different banks and the environments that is there, this is entirely configurable and customizable. So if a bank has an existing system already in place, let's say a lead management system or a CRM, this is a plug and play model. So you can still use the bank's LMS or a CRM and use this platform, and we can do the integration either way. What are the go live possibilities? We have divided the go live possibilities in 3 phases. Again, this depends on the size of the bank. Phase 3 is something that we see as the largest initiative because that takes significant amount of resources both from the bank and the insurers. Phase 1 is where the banks can go live very soon because that involves, there is no insurer integration required in that point. The bank gets visibility on the insurer business volume that they are handling. The lead generation happens to the platform, and the insurer is able to provide proof of the policy. Phase 2 is when we start integrating with the insurers. We go live with a single insurance category across top 3 channels. These are usually assisted, direct DIY, and virtual relationship management. Phase 3 is the complete portfolio in which we go live with multiple insurer categories with all the top 10 channels that the bank has. We are able to handle right now assisted sales, which is branch banking, mobile banking, internet banking. We are also able to handle VRM sales. We are able to handle the B2C sales also. So these are the go live possibilities that we have right now. We are right now looking at partnering with different banks. We already have onboarded Bank of Baroda, as Mayank mentioned. Equitas, we have already gone live with them. There are multiple banks that are lined up where we are looking to integrate and provide insurance distribution to you on the front end so that you are more concerned about getting the business and not worried about the entire process. Any questions or answers? I'm happy to take. Mayank?
Yeah, thanks, Karan. I'll just re-emphasize that while we focus on Bancassurance, but the solutions are equally deployable across different distribution channels. So be it NBFC, housing finance, microfinance, e-commerce, retail tech. So there are multiple solutions available. And happy to take questions right now here or offline. We are around here. We have a team. Rohit is there. Piyush is there. Ruchika is there. Few of us are here.
Yeah.
Rohit is waving his hand like a true BD person.
Yeah. I'm
Yes, sir.
asking one question actually.
Yeah.
So you're telling that BOD itself is using. The question is, the challenge for the banking sector is that this one, financial mis-selling.
Correct.
Reserve Bank governor is also time and again.
Yes.
Bancassurance is telling that the mis-selling costs and penalties are so high. How this platform will protect from me to ensure or something to substantiate to a regulator or somebody that I have not done a wrong selling or mis-selling.
Sure.
Any possibility?
So, how do we control mis-selling is the propensity model, as you can see on the left hand top side. Propensity model is the point we recommend a product. So the recommendation logic gets logged in the system as soon as a lead gets generated. Now, even if a different product has been sold to the platform, the recommendation has already been logged in. And when the purchase journey is happening, we tell the distributor, the frontline guy, that you are selling a different product than what is recommended. At that point of time, we take consent from the customer also, and that is done through OTP as well as through a telephonic conversation. And that conversation is logged. So when a mis-selling request comes, we actually have the entire audit trail to manage, and we can share it with the regulator if the case be.
Why I'm telling you, mostly it happens with rural clientele.
Correct.
When because of the pressures and all, sometimes they were directed, they came for a fixed deposit or something. At that time, this insurance they're telling, and after that, we are getting a lot of, the customer complaints and all. He telling altogether, I have not wanted this product at all.
Correct.
So, yeah, especially in rural areas and all, literacy is not there and all.
Right.
At that places, how we can have any more possibility of more checks or something like.
The technology allows you to restrict and govern what kind of products you want to make available at what kind of region, socioeconomic class, demography, state, city, rural, panchayat level. So when it comes to making the right product available to a customer, technology can help in identifying the right customer and the corresponding insurance product which should be pitched. And if you control the number of products or the type of products that you have enabled on the platform, then no product can be sold outside those 2, 3, or 4 products that you would have enabled. So that will contain to a very, very large extent the type of plans that would be sold to a customer, given that the plan is coming as a response to the customer input.
Additionally, I will also add to what Mayank said. We also provide support for vernacular. So when we are taking consent from the customer, we can do it in the local language that is there. We can also have it in audio and visual mode so that the consent is recorded and is in the proper communication language, so that what is logged is not different from the English that he is seeing right.
Hi, my name is Vishwanath. I represent India Post Payments Bank. I have two questions. One on the kind of marketing campaign build that you have in this system, and second is on the SPPOS certification. How does it help? Because I hope it's just not record creation and storage. It also has got some intuitiveness in terms of functionality.
Correct. So on the marketing side, we have a marketing module which lets you run campaigns on the cohorts that you're building from propensity. We have a campaign builder within the module, and this campaign builder has a layer of approval from both the insurer as well as the distributor. So once somebody creates a marketing campaign, we'll provide a workflow where the approval is provided by both insurer and the distributor, so that it's a co-branded activity, right? And that's how you control. After that, you can trigger it for WhatsApp, email, or SMS. That takes care of the marketing campaign bit. Can you repeat the second question?
What is
the certification of SPNPOs?
Correct. So this certification is we provide for the distributor, where we are able to provide them journeys to onboard POSPs. Basically the licensing. We do it on the platform where they can provide the training and the exam and issue certificates within the platform.
And we have built mechanisms where if you have a 20-hour training, then you have to spend 20 hours in looking at the videos. You can't skip the video or drag it. And it's like sequential. So once a video is seen, only then the second video will get activated. So those checks and balances have been created so that there's real training happening and not a bogus examination being taken by somebody.
I have one question. You talked about campaigns and you do that on SMS, voice and email and WhatsApp, right? As per the new TRI guidelines, which says that without consent, you cannot communicate on SMS or voice call.
Yes, sir, these are all bank customers. And
it doesn't matter because TRI is very clearly said that you cannot communicate without the consent of the customer is sending any promotional messages. How you are going to address that? Because you have a lot of ecosystems, you have banks, you have insurance, right? Any communication to the customer in terms of promotion has to be consented, and taking consent is not an easy job. And from where you will take the consent?
Yeah, so all the marketing communication goes via the bank's marketing team and compliance team. So what we do is we enable the communication journeys. And of course, it is the bank's compliance team that has to decide what kind of communication they want to send. For taking consent, we have mechanisms like OTP verification. We have mechanisms where if a communication goes to you, you could tick untick that I want to receive communication from the bank. So all those technology enabled mechanisms are there. But as far as compliance is concerned, we defer the decision and
No.
decision to the partner.
Yeah, I understood, but I was talking more on a business model side. If the entire communication to the customer goes almost like zero to
Mhm.
start with, right? Then how will you acquire customers? That's the real question which I wanted to
So the
ask.
consent, ideally, how we have handled in the B2C app for a bigger bank client is that we are taking consent on the marketing app only right now, the mobile banking, whether they would like to receive promotional offers which are coming for insurance products. There is no specific consent that we are taking apart from that. We are enabling that on the mobile app as a notification.
Also, most of the interactions that a bank or NBFC will have are through their branches when the customer walks in or when the RM meets the customer. And at that point of time, the interaction gets started. So you make the initial pitch when you meet a customer in real time, face to face, and that's how you start building the relationship, and then followed by marketing communication. Sure.
How much of digital sales journey is possible with this tool? I mean, is it like
So
every time you have to have a branch interaction, or can customer get into the platform? And I mean, can there be a self-buy journey enabled on this platform?
So we have all modes of journeys right now. We have a simple redirection to assisted, which is a bank guy which is addressing a walk-in. We have within assisted, we have a partial flow also where the payment can be collected by the bank and then the lead will move to the insurer. We have an end-to-end flow also where the entire journey will happen on the bank platform. Then we have a virtual relationship management model also where a telecaller is calling on behalf of the bank or the insurer and selling the insurance. So anything is possible right now. All kind of journeys have been covered. And additionally, the embedded insurance part where you can add insurance products to the banking products that you're already selling.
So one last question. Sorry for taking too many questions. Sir also told the same thing. The compliance you are telling that is the part of your partner. And IRDA coming so many stringent, actually they should ask the platform also should be robust. When I'm using a platform, again you say the compliance is bank, customer is bank, and now that bank data analytics and all, they should not use. The teams are also should not wrong use the customer. Customer has not given his data. You are not keeping your money with me for the purpose of selling an insurance product. Then you are telling that that obligation is the bank and compliance is the bank.
I'll try to answer that. When we are doing the research on the banking partners also, we take care of the compliance bit. Even before a quotation or lead is generated, we take the customer consent. Then we send an OTP, and in that OTP, the customer will give a consent that he is ready to receive the quotes for a certain category of products. I cannot run the quotation bit or let's say the suitability matrix bits unless I have the approval from the customer.
Yeah, we can show some of the journeys in detail if you are interested to know further that how are we taking or embedding the consent in our purchase journeys or communication journeys. Great. Thank you, gentlemen and ladies, for our time. Thanks.